Hi everybody, this is not how I expected the first class to go. I was really counting on being in there today, but unfortunately that just can't happen. So I'm having to put together a video for your lesson today. This is going to be very broche à foin, as they say in French, very off the cuff. I apologize for that, but hopefully it'll still explain things to you in an appropriate way. There's a good chance that tomorrow will be similar, but I'll have more time to put together a better video for you by then. So here we go with functions and logarithms. All right, we're going to start with functions past the vertical line test. This is something that you hopefully had seen before in grade 10 and 11. If we have something that looks like a parabola, if we have a line, if we have a sine curve, we say they pass the vertical line test because if we took a vertical line, and it can be just like your pencil or a ruler, if I go along with a line, for every x value there is only one y value. I never cross the graph more than twice. And here I'll just sketching it. Sometimes you'll see it where they'll actually draw the lines in as they go. So that vertical line on each of those functions only goes through one. The opposite of that would be the graph of a circle, or an ellipse, or the inverse function of the parabola, which is tilted on its side. In that way, we can very easily see that the vertical line test fails. This is not a function, it's called a relation, because for the particular x value of x equals 4, I get two different values. Or up here I get two different values. So these ones fail the vertical line test, and these ones pass the vertical line test. So these are functions. Moving along, we're now going to be looking at things that are called one-to-one functions, and they pass the horizontal line test. Every y value comes from only one single x value. So, as an example, the parabola does not pass the horizontal line test because you have two heights at a height of, or two x values that give you a height of 4, two x values that give you a height of 6. So this one fails the horizontal line test. A one-to-one function could be something that looks more like the y equals x cubed graph. And this is a one-to-one function. It's a function because it passes the vertical line test. As I move the pen along, it only has one value, and it also passes the horizontal line test. So this is a one-to-one function. This one is not. Okay. Inverse functions. The reflection of a function across the y equals x line. XY coordinates map over to yx, and the way that we write it is y equals f to the negative 1 of x. I don't know if you can see it on the video clearly, but it's on your paper though, f to the negative 1, but just to be aware, that negative 1 is not the same as an exponent negative 1. It's not the same thing as 1 over f of x, which is what you're used to from exponents, where the negative 1 would put the f of x on the bottom. That's not the case. This is simply function notation. F to the negative 1 means we are finding the inverse function. And what that looks like, I'm just going to do a quick sketch of, put a couple of points down, so I could have the point 1, 3, 2, 5, 4, 1, 6, negative 3, and this is sketching a function, and I can have it go through 0, 0, and then back over here to negative 3, negative 1. So it curls along this way. So here I have a function because it passes the vertical line test. It is not a one-to-one function because it fails the horizontal line test.